I'm Kara, and this screencast is on creating an engaging classroom community. I was really inspired by this quote that opened the article on 10 steps to better student engagement. It says, "As a teacher, my goal was to go home at the end of each day with more energy than I had at the beginning of the day." I was really taken by this idea because I know from my experience in practicum how much energy kids can drain from me in just a few hours, let alone a whole day. I think this provides a really fresh perspective on how the teacher's attitude plays a role in creating an engaging classroom. Another idea that really stuck with me is that engaging work stimulates curiosity and fosters positive relationships with others. When students take delight in accomplishing work, a more engaging classroom environment is created. It is an important part of our job as teachers to find activities that arouse curiosity, because curiosity is what awakens the desire for deep understanding. We are all naturally curious about something, and it is our job to find what makes our students curious. When we can accomplish this, we create an engaging classroom where our students take delight in accomplishing their work. In the academic component, we can observe student engagement. To foster engagement in this category, it is important to broaden the definition of success so that it is clear to everyone. Students will know when they have done a good job, as well as how to improve their work. Doing work for a real purpose and a real audience is also meaningful and creates deeper learning. Engaging students with meaningful work and what they are actually interested in enables them to care about what they are creating. As a result, learning is not viewed as a chore but becomes fun for students. The next observable component is behavior. It is important to have students create work that is complementary to one another. The jigsaw strategy is an important component that can be a really useful tool in the classroom. It is also important to foster peer relationships. This gives students the idea that what you have to offer is of value to me, and what I have to offer is of some value to you. Making student work public is another great driver for student improvement. This teaches students to have a sense of pride and ownership in what they have accomplished, while also enriching personal growth because students feel good about what they have done. The cognitive component is a part of internal student engagement. In the 10 Steps to Better Student Engagement article, I really like how it suggested creating a culture of explanation instead of a culture of the right answer. This is a big part of the Common Core, where students are given the opportunity to make choices and compare their approaches. This challenges them to operate at a higher level of thinking. A drive toward mastery is an important part of this component also. Students want and need work that enables them to demonstrate and improve their sense of themselves as competent and successful human beings. As a teacher, we can help foster this by giving clear, immediate, and constructive feedback, as well as modeling skills for our students. Ultimately, it is our job to create the opportunity for complex thinking and complex problem solving. This can be done by allowing the students to struggle so that they get that deeper learning experience as they work through it. The affective component is also a part of internal student engagement. To me, this is the most important component to creating an engaging classroom environment. It is vital to create an emotionally safe classroom. This helps to establish a foundation for trust and ensure that students feel comfortable. No student is willing to take risks in an emotionally unsafe learning environment. Because of that, it is important to lay the foundation for a supportive, collaborative learning environment. Taking risks is when learning happens, so by creating a safe environment, learning increases. Encouraging originality is another crucial component. Students should be given the opportunity to create work that allows them to express their autonomy and originality, which leads them to discover who they are and who they want to be. This can be done by connecting projects to students' personal ideas, interests, and concerns. Provide more choice for students and reinforce that an audience can be just one person, yourself. A student's drive towards self-expression is ultimately a drive to produce work that is of value to others. The first thing that we need to do as teachers is check our own performance and question whether it affects the way we run our own classroom. When we work to understand how classroom conditions can play a role in student engagement, we gradually move toward a more creative, curious, and successful classroom environment. It is necessary to break down boundaries between the teacher and students, as well as between the students and their learning. This will help to teach us what students want and need from our classroom environment. Ultimately, when we create an engaging classroom, we may go to bed at night with the images of wonder, perseverance, and enthusiasm on the faces of our students.